Welcome to our video. It's me, Ken, and our group is here to share with you one of the essential topic of future educator listening. That's right, and that topic is the portfolio assessment method. And in this video, we're gonna discuss with you the portfolio assessment, its different types, its different purposes, and also the important features and principles, and the essential elements also, and also the different stages implementing it, and last but not the least is how to assess and evaluate the portfolio. It's a lot, right? But don't worry, I know for sure that this information will be useful in the future. So let's start. Let's start with portfolio. A portfolio is a purposeful collection of students' work that shows growth over a period of time. For example, a collection of students' essays, artwork, lab reports, or reading logs. While portfolio assessment is one of the several authentic and non-traditional assessment techniques that have been used in education. It is associated with the standards that students are required to learn.
Good day everyone, I am Justine and I'm here to tackle with you the important features and principles of portfolio assessment. Let's go! Did you know that it is very important that a portfolio assessment possess essential characteristics? That's right, and these characteristics are good indicators that a portfolio is conducive in assessing the students. One of the features and principles of portfolio assessment is that it is an assessment where students and teachers do together. And the second one is the portfolio represents a selection of what the students believe are the best included from among the possible collection of things related to the concept being studied. The next one is portfolio provides all the sample works of the students where it can show if the student really learn and grow. And the last one is portfolio must provide a clear mindset and criteria of how the portfolio be assessed. That would be all. I hope you understand what are the important features and principles of portfolio assessment. Thank you!
Hi, it's me, Cedric. Did you know that portfolio assessment have a purpose? Yeah, that's right. We have the total of 10 purposes of portfolio assessment, and I'm here to talk about the first 5. Let's start. The first one is portfolio assessment matches assessment of teaching. It means that it's relate and connect the assessment into teaching. The final output to be assessed are product of classroom discussion, and the classroom work are not simply diversion from the teaching of classroom activities. The second one is portfolio assessment has clear goals that must help to achieve. In fact, they are decided on the beginning of instruction and are clear to teacher and student alike. In cognitive testing, the objectives are set at the beginning, but the actual items may or may not reflect achievement of such objective. In portfolio assessment, however, the student control the items to be included and therefore are assured that goals are achieved. The third one is portfolio assessment gives a profile of learning abilities in a term of depth, breadth, and growth. Portfolio assessment enables the student to demonstrate quality work done without pressure and constrained testing through the help of resource. It means that it gives profile to the student of their ability and how they grow as a learner. The fourth one is portfolio assessment serves as a tool for better assessment for variety of skills in a classroom settings, which means that it's a tool for assessing a variety of skills that are not normally stable in a single settings for traditional testing. The portfolio can show written, oral, and graphics output of student in a variety of ways, which demonstrates skill developed by the student. And the fifth one is portfolio assessment develops awareness of all learning student, which means that it develops the awareness of the student on learning to their environment. The student have to reflect on their own progress and the quality of their work in relation to no goals. This achievement at each stage of the progress see the student continually refer to the set of goals and objectives at the beginning. And those are the first 5 purposes of portfolio assessment. It's me again, Cedric, and thank you.
Hi, it's me, John Ronso. For today's video, I will give you the 5 remaining purposes of portfolio assessment. So let's start. Let's start with number 6. Portfolio assessment caters to individual individual in heterogeneous class. Such flexibility is attributed to the fact that Portfolio Assess is open-ended, so the student can demonstrate their abilities on their own level and caters to differential learning styles and expression of varying strengths. Next is Portfolio Assessment develops social skills. Students interact with other students in the development of their own portfolios. Sometimes they are assessed on work done in groups or in pairs so that they are necessarily have to interact but collaboratives to complete the task. Next is number 8. Portfolio assessment develops independent and active learners. Students must select and justify portfolio choices, monitor progress, and set learning goals. Traditional testing cannot achieve this educational objective no matter how skillfully the tests are constructed. Next is number 9. Portfolio assessment can improve motivation for learning and task achievement. When students are empowered to prove their own achievement and growth, they become highly motivated to pursue and learning tasks. It is when they lose feeling or empowerment that they feel inadequate and become less motivated in a traditional classroom setting. And the last part is the portfolio assessment provides opportunity for student-teacher dialogue. It is enable the teacher to get to know every student. Moreover, portfolio assessment promotes joint goal settings and negotiation of grades, which can never happen in traditional setting.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Erica. In this video, I will be sharing to you the essential elements of portfolio. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Every portfolio must obtain essential elements. So I am here to discuss the 6 essential elements of portfolio. The first one is the cover letter. This talks about the author and shows the progress as a learner, written at the end but put at the beginning. This is where you see the profile of the author and how they tackle and how they go on to this process in making portfolio. The second one is the table of contents. It shows the chronological contents or entries of portfolio with numbered pages. It helps you to easily locate contents of a particular topics as chapters or subtitles. The third one is the entries. This involves all the content and or related topics to the subject and also those topics in which the students want to include. The fourth one is the dates of all entries. As a learner, it facilitates you and gives you substantial proof about your growth over time. And the fifth one is the drafts of oral and written products and revise of versions. This element is important to include because it shows how you take such effort and time to document and search information about the subject. And the drafts of oral and written products and revised versions had to be included in the portfolio. And the last element is reflection. This is maybe formative or summative purposes. This includes all the learning gathered and being realized. It shows all your thoughts, ideas, and opinions about the subject. Through reflection, students can express their feelings regarding their progress and or themselves as learners. Students can choose to reflect upon some of the following. What did they learn from it? What did they do well? Why did I choose this item? How do I feel about my performance? What were the problem areas? So these are the sample questions that students have to consider in making reflections. That will be all, and that will be the 6 essential elements of portfolio. Again, the cover letter, table of contents, entries, dates of all entries, drafts of oral and written products, and revise of versions. And the last one is the reflections. I hope you now know the 6 essential elements of portfolio. Thank you for watching.
Hello, my name is CJ Morales. So now, we'll look at the stages of portfolio assessment implementations, which are separated into different categories. Let's get this started. The stage 1. In order to assess learners through the portfolio, you must first determine your instructional goals. In order to keep and attain a clear aim in teaching, you must have one. And those objectives will act as a framework for grading your pupils' works. And the next stage is the stage 2. We must explain the concept of portfolio evaluation to your students. Even if some learners have already formed opinions regarding portfolios, you can still explain it to them by defining the term portfolio. The stage 3. We must indicate what the portfolio's content will be. There are several different categories that you should consider. just like the personal information, values, personal goals, and history. And also, we must describe the themes and the information they must include in relation to the subject. We must also indicate how each entry will be evaluated. And the next stage is 4. Deliver concise instructions on how to present your portfolio. The student's ability to offer evidence will be limited by these constraints. Always keep in mind that when left to their own devices, students have a desire to offer as many evidences as they can. As a result, defining goals can help you avoid these circumstances. The stage 5. You must think about the other aspect of this procedure. You must alert your department, dean, or principal as a precaution in the event that students object to your assessment method. We also need to notify the other school administrators as well as the parents, because this is a precondition. And finally, the stage 6. This is the development of the portfolio. This is where the students do their tasks, gather information, and search substantial information about the subject. Students and teachers must work together too in developing the portfolio, as this is a tool that can assist teachers and students organize their schoolwork. It can definitely help pupils observe the learning process because they can see and handle those activities. Most importantly, a portfolio is useful for documenting students' overall learning and may result in mastery of learning. And those are the stages of implementing portfolio assessment. Again, my name is CJ Morales, and I want to thank you for taking the time to listen. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Reo Mikey Antiquera. But never mind, just call me Mikey. So, I am here to share you about the types of portfolio. Yes, you heard it right. There are different types of portfolio. And in fact, there are 3 of them. Portfolio differ from each depending on the purposes and objectives. And these types are: first is the documentation portfolio. This is commonly called as a growth portfolio in the literature because it includes all the works of the students over time, showing their growth and improvement. Also, it includes the best and the weakest work of the student. Next is the process of portfolio. In contrast to the first type, it includes all the facets and phases of the learning process. It shows the number of reflective, journal, and then logs, and other metacognitive processing. This is where you see the mastery of the subject of the students. And lastly, the showcase portfolio. From the word itself, it includes only the best works of the students through the combination of the students and teachers' selection. It does not only include the text information, it also has pictures and audio-visual artifacts that supports and completed the student's work. So, these are the 3 types of a portfolio: the documentation portfolio, the process of the portfolio, and the showcase portfolio. I hope you've learned something from me today. Thank you for watching. Bye!
Hey, it's me again, Ken, and you've come a long way to reach the last part of this topic, which is how to assess and evaluate the portfolio. According to Paulson and Meyer, portfolio is a way of assessing the student's learning that is very different from traditional assessment. This provides an opportunity to both students and teacher to a broader dialogue that develops a creative solution about the problem through making judgment about their performance. But how do we rate a portfolio? The first one is thoughtfulness. This shows the comprehension, metacognitive reflection, and productive habits of mind. The second one is growth and development in relationships to key curriculum expectancies and indicators. This shows if the work of the students really jives into the subjects and to what was really want to be achieved. The third one is understanding and application of key processes. This is the reflection of the students, and this is how they internalize the portfolio processes. The fourth one is the completeness, correctness, and appropriateness of products and processes presented in the portfolio. It said that the portfolio must have its complete elements for it may be useful and valid. And the last one is diversity of entries. This shows how the student present information and how they support outcome example by using multiple formats to demonstrate achievement. And that will be all. I hope that you learn a lot from watching this video. And if the time comes that you have to learn again what is portfolio assessment method, just watch again this video. It's me again, Ken, and this is our group. Thank you again for